Hello everyone. Sorry it's been a while since I have uploaded videos. Been quite busy. Life gets busy, you know how that goes. So the card that I pulled for today is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords tells me that she is about honesty and inner knowledge. She is valued for her accurate perception of the world around her and for her experiences. This might be someone who you see as a person who is really knowledgeable about experiences in life. She may come across as a mother figure, or in the status of crone, an older, wiser woman. This person could be yourself too. Just knowing that the experiences that you've had and how you perceive the world, they're very accurate in those perceptions because you've experienced them. Or the person that you see as this is very accurate in that because of the perception of them. The fairy card that I pulled for today is the Banshee. Vulnerable emotions ebb and flow. New beginnings follows an ending. By extracting yourself from an entanglement of problem will diminish the vanishing point. It may seem that people around you are slowing your progress, and that someone you had thought a friend proves disappointing. However, a breakthrough will suddenly occur to resolve the decision and consequently bring new and more exciting happiness than you at first realized. Soon afterwards, someone appears who will prove to be a good friend. Laughter will follow the tears. So if you've been struggling, people that you thought were your friends, people that you thought cared, they're going to prove themselves that didn't, the ones that didn't. And it seems that a new person may be coming in, or reconnecting with a person you haven't been around for a while. That's going to bring that laughter and that happiness and that joy in your heart that you haven't felt in a while. The moon card that I pulled through for is work through your fears. It's the moon, new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. This card suggests rebirth. Think of your situation as a phoenix that's rising from the ashes as the birth, death, and rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whenever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will bring a deep transformation. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier lifetime. If you've been experiencing something of a drought and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. The teaching: Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio suggests you need to do that. So work through those dark times. Good times are ahead. Face your dark side. And the card that I pulled for this, on this part, is reaction. Get a better. Reaction. The earthly meaning: denial, numbness, or misplacement, and compound unresolved emotions. An emotional reaction may have knocked things off balance. Beneath the surface, things may have been off balance for some time. Uncomfortable emotions are powerful signals. Respond with compassion, careful consideration, and awareness. Limiting emotions restricts access to truth. The person who can only feel positive emotions does not recognize a villain. The person who only feels anger cannot accept love. The spiritual meaning of this: observe your emotions and consider what they are signaling. To a large extent, how you react and respond to things will progress easily. For now, patience is needed. This time is coming closer. The inside of this card inside a seed, the tiny beginning of a plant, or of any other seed, is kept in stasis until just the right amount of water, oxygen, soil, and heat trigger it, which then it's released into the world. The seed contains powerful growth inhibitions which hold a new plant back until the conditions for survival are close to ideal. There is a very limited supply of food and energy in a seed, and once triggered, the new seedling uses these energy, stores it to send a small root into the earth. The first shoots boldly upwards to the sunlight. Then the seed is no more. Its vital job of protector and nurturer is done. From here, it is up to the seedling to find nourishment and respond to its surroundings by stretching towards the light, water, and nutrients it needs to realize full height. In this way, little by little, a mountain ash can become 5,000 times bigger than the seed it began with. But this is not the seed's concern. Its job is to give the plant embryo its best start. When the right conditions are right, there is no more waiting. Be ready to launch. So this card is telling me that you need to nurture that little seedling inside of you. The one that needs to reach out and to grow. And by doing so, you give it your soul essence, your energy, your inner self. You give it all the nutrients and the love and tenderness that you need for your spiritual self to reach out and grow as big as it can grow. Don't limit yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Everything happens in its own time, in its own perfect time. So the other day, I was out and about in the yard, and I noticed a couple of dancing butterflies. And I was like, wow, you know, some butterflies are quite beautiful. Love them. But there were two that were just dancing about together, flying around, landing on plants, and I was very curious what that might have meant. It felt like there was a message from, you know, the higher trying to tell me something. Well, it turns out that butterflies, they signify success in spiritual and physical transformation, or presence of a mother or grandmother spirit guide. So I felt like, for me, my spirit guides were telling me that I needed to let you guys know that even though things are hard and difficult to get through right now, because, you know, life is life and it does what it does, which is usually walk all over the top of you and, you know, kind of shove you back through a knothole and then pull you back through it, and it just really weighs heavily on the spirit and the soul. And it feels like, why are we doing this? Like just banging your head against a wall, or that no matter how hard you try, you never get past a particular phase or a particular moment. This is not true. It's not happening as quickly as one might hope it would, because it's not time. Like I said, everything happens in its own time. If it happens too soon, it could very easily, you know, just crumble and not be as strong and stable as it needs. When you're building up something, and in this case, it's your spiritual self and your physical self. You have to start from the ground, and you have to work from the ground up. Make that grounding very stable, very strong, and work on that, focus on that. And then the next thing is you build up the next part, and you build up the next part. Everything is happening as it's supposed to. I myself have a really hard time with waiting. It's like I'm almost like I need to know it now. It needs to come now. I'm so tired of waiting. I've done and I've waited and I've worked on me, and it's just not happening fast enough. And I find when I get in that mindset, it puts the goals so much further away from me than it would have been if I would have just concentrated and focused on what I needed to be doing right now. The groundwork, the tenderness, the care that needs to be handled in calling my foundation for what I'm after. So take time, be patient with yourself. Trust in your lessons, trust in the things that you know, you have a specific person you turn to. Hopefully that person is not misleading or misguiding you. Always believe in your intuition about it, because you know the very best for you. The bad feelings are ebbing. Happiness and laughter are on their way to you. And work through those fears. Work through them. Like I said, the dancing butterflies just really, and I really felt like they were dancing. I didn't feel like they were just flying. They were just beautifully dancing around the flowers, landing on the flowers, and they'd fly together and they'd dance again. Really told me that our spirit guides are there, and they are really trying to guide us to where we need to be. I don't have my charms with me. I don't know where they've gone. I've been doing a lot of moving things around and that, but I did pull the seahorse, and if I can see it here, I probably am not going to be able to tell you what that is right now, guys, and I'm super sorry about that, because I really felt like that was a good message, that the seahorse represents the mysticism and the beauty of your own inner power. And I'm sort of giving you the Cliff Notes version, and I apologize for that, but again, I've moved a lot of stuff around and been trying to get things ready to be able to do this. So, but yeah, the seahorse was a very wonderful, mystical kind of creature that very much told me, just believe that whatever is meant to be for you is going to be. And if you are in any way, shape, or form trying to shove an idea or a situation into place that doesn't belong there, you cannot stick a star peg inside a square. If you do, you're going to break the star's points. You're going to break what it is, trying to fit it into something it's not supposed to be. And I feel like a lot of times we try to do that, and you just can't. You can't try to keep shoving a star into a circle or a star into a square. You are a shining star. You're a little speck of the infinity, and you need to honor that. Don't try to force something that really, in the long run, isn't going to be good for you. Even if you think it is, your spirit guides, your inner self, your higher being, your soul, it demands more than what maybe your mental mind thinks that it needs. Your mental mind only knows the physical world. And if you meditate in that, then your spirit mind steps in and tells you, yeah, this is what I need to be working towards. If things aren't moving forward, that means you're supposed to be concentrating on right now, and focus on right now and work the work. Do your workings for now. And as that gets stronger and built up, you will be able to build that up, and then you move on to the next stage. Don't try to force a situation that isn't going to happen, because that will just end in sadness and unfulfilled dreams. If it feels like you're receiving a lot of resistance towards that, maybe go back to the beginning of it and work on that some more. Work on what's right in front of you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Super sorry it's been a long time. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to one another, and I will be back again with another video soon. And I will find my charms and some other things I've been working on. And I'm really excited for the new things that I will be utilizing into these videos. I love you all. Thank you so much.